No, you're absolutely right. Your opinion, what I am saying on this show and what I have said for the last 2 hours, you're right, Melanie. I'm saying your opinion as a woman doesn't matter. I don't care if you're uncomfortable. I don't care if you're unsafe. All of those things that you just said that you attributed to me, you're right. All right.
Do you think gay men should be allowed in female restrooms? How about drag queens?
Okay,
gay men are, and I'll say gay men because we're more comfortable around women. We don't want to be in there with other men we might be attracted to and make them uncomfortable. So if we feel that way, like let me finish, please. If we feel that way, like trans people do, shouldn't we then be allowed in because we feel safer?
If you, it's not safer though. Like I said, if Melanie has a point that there is,
we belong in there more,
or they're worthy.
No, right. Well, this is the problem.
Whatever you use to
it's not
trans
what
people.
Well, okay, but what I'm saying is, if you're saying gay men in a quote straight bathroom, which is just a ridiculous concept given that whatever, feel more comfortable in a women's bathroom.
You don't see how gay men would have been uncomfortable in the 90s and men's
No, I do. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about the idea of I think sexuality is probably, aliens are laughing at us that are smarter than us going, guys, it's all fucking fluid. It's all a construct. It's all ridiculous to be this, we're arguing over, bananas in the jungle.
And I think I think that's a talking point. You're talking about us using talking points. I think that's a talking point as well. That's a very left.
People talk about aliens.
No, a gender construct. This is something that is in the last,
No, I was talking about years. Gay. I was talking about gay and straight and talking about sexuality.
Let's go. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but you're talking about like us using talking points, and I feel like the idea of like gender is a social construct. That's a very new bullet point. That's
okay. Then let's say it's not.
But real quick, I just want you to finish your response to Travis about gay people in
right. So on the bathroom thing. So if you were saying that gay men in quote straight bathrooms feel uncomfortable, I don't care. If you were saying that gay men in straight bathrooms are in danger and you have data to express that.
What is your data?
Then I care. I don't
gay men have been assaulted by straight men throughout the dawn of time forever. There's your data.
And do you have data, David, that reflects that trans people would be in danger by going to the bathroom of what they were assigned at birth?
Mm-hmm. I think they would absolutely. I don't have data other than anecdotal data. I will give you that. But I would say most trans people I hear speak, and not just the ones that are on TikTok yelling in community meetings, are like, this is absurd to me, not me, but them. I don't go in a male bathroom because I'm not male. Right. So for them, it's kind of almost like you're harming them psychologically, but I don't have that data though. No, I don't.
And just a small answer. Then why in games is extra pronouns so important? Why not just he male or female? If you're a trans woman, choose female.
Yeah, it's a good question. I would imagine, but hang on. Cancel lunch. Alexa, stop.
And real quick, I just want to stop down really quick.
I got to answer something.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. And I'm going to let you. But first off, we're kind of at a great talk right now, and I just want to say thank you really quick for appearing on the show. Like I said, I think I mentioned this before.
Lots of people won't.
A lot of people will not have this conversation. And,
why?
And great question. They're invited. Anybody's invited to have come on the show, right? And and I think it's very admirable of you to come on, and because I love to hear other people's perspectives.
I appreciate that, but it shouldn't be admirable. That's a ridiculous word to place in society. I agree. It's admirable to talk to people who have different opinions.
I 100% agree. But thank you. I just want to say thank you. And, and the chat should think, whether we agree or disagree on very basic things, that's okay. I think we can all agree God of War is a great game.
I think, like I said, where it becomes an issue with me is when it starts to harm people. And I've seen it, man. And like Travis is saying, gay people have been attacked by straight people, forever. It's really, I don't want to get all kumbaya, but it's kind of ridiculous. It's kind of fucking ridiculous that this is still happening. It's like, nope, just shut up. Just let people live their fucking lives. And no one is trying. Like I said, if you're uncomfortable and you have the data to back it up, let's pass a law. If you're uncomfortable because it's different and weird and strange and you're not used to it, or your Bible says it's not okay, that is a you problem.
Well, I think that expecting people to compromise their religions that have existed for thousands of years is very impractical. But I also think that
a lot of things are impractical.
If you truly care about people's safety, then why not open up a gender neutral bathroom, expecting women to take a hit over this because, oh, this biological male who wants to say they're female when biologically speaking they are not. So to prioritize their safety when they are biologically equipped to defend themselves more than what females are, that's entirely unfair. So if you want to argue for a gender neutral bathroom, I totally get that. But to say that women have to put ourselves in danger and we have to make ourselves uncomfortable for these males,
boy, I'll tell you something. The people, I don't mean to. So what you've done in one little thing, even let's just take the last sentence, to put ourselves in danger and make us uncomfortable. Those are two very different things.
Well, that's where it stems from. When you look at predator and prey animals, you have a bunny is going to be on guard when it's surrounded by wolves. And that's a very similar situation. As women, we are not equipped to defend ourselves physically against men for the most part, with rare exception. So yes, our uncomfortability stems from our safety.
Right. It also goes back to anybody can dress up as a woman.
But at that point, then your real issue, which by the way, I don't know what your proposal is, but
gender neutral bathroom.
No, not for this. But your real issue isn't the trans movement. Your real issue is men are a bunch of fucking assholes to women a lot of times. And that's got nothing to do with trans or not trans. That has to do with a culture that has become normalized where women understandably don't want to walk alone at night, where women literally, when somebody says smile, sweetheart, they actually don't want to push back because women have been beaten and killed for that. That's a real problem.
Well,
okay?
Regarding the restroom situation, I just don't think males belong there. So no, it's just the fact that it is transgender males who are saying they're transgender who are doing it. If we have a problem with straight,
let me ask you this,
regular males invading female bathrooms, then hey, I will also fight back against that. But in this case, just point blank, males don't belong in female restrooms, and it's not your straight men who were trying to invade them for the most part. It is the transgender.
And if you talk to a transgender person or a trans woman, my guess is you'd have to talk to one. She would tell you that they're not male. In your eyes, they are, and it is what it is. But to them, that's where they feel comfortable.
Well, they can't change biology. They can't change biology.
Their comfort is not relevant. Just like yours is not relevant.
It's not when it impedes on my safety. It does not.
It's not impeding on your safety.
It is. Males being in females' restrooms is a safety risk. Period.
Back to my question: why aren't gay people allowed?
Period. It just isn't, and assume that trumps data saying period. It just is. No,
I mean there's data to show that women are being assaulted by transgender people.
Show me the data that shows that the trans female community has a meaningful statistic on a 5-year, 1-year, 10-year basis.
So it's okay if it just happens to XYZ amount of people?
It's not okay
if it's not 50% or more?
It's not. There is a point where you have to pass a law for something, and there's a point where it's like, yeah, that sucks, but we already have a law for that, and that's called assault, right? There's a point where, you know what, you can't smoke anymore inside. At first, it was just kind of annoying, but only a few people were dying. But now we have the data to show this is a real problem. If you've got that data, I'm with you. Who would want anybody to be uncomfortable, but certainly not a woman that feels like she can be attacked? Let's fix that. Let's do that. I'm with you.
Gender neutral bathroom. I feel like, why doesn't that solve things for everybody?
Why not have a colored bathroom and a water fountain for colored people?
Racism is not an equivalent. Like we've gone over this. Biology.
We have not gone over it. You keep coming back to the fact. You keep coming back to the fact that the comparison doesn't work because racism and having trans issues are not the same thing. I'm not comparing those things. I'm saying if you don't have the data to back up something, then all you've got is your uncomfortability. And what is comparable are the fact that there have been many times in society where people were uncomfortable with Jews, Muslims, gays, black folks, trans folks, and eventually they got over it. And if they didn't, that's a them problem. Get over it. Women are supposed to get over their uncomfortability unless there's data to back it up. And there may be, Melanie.
That's my question. I don't know what else to say to that.
So back to my question.
Then I'm sorry, then you're not equipped for this conversation.
Why aren't gay people allowed in women's restroom then?
Why aren't gay? Because
they've been assaulted by straight men historically. We all know that we don't have to even talk about that. We know.
Okay.
That. So that's an unsafe environment for them.
Do you think gay men would feel, if there was a metal detector, again, back to the hypothetical, and you could walk through it and it would say, that's a gay guy, that's a straight guy. Do you think, so there wasn't anybody,
so you don't, you're saying because you don't know who's gay, but anybody can dress up as a woman.
Can we stick to your thing first? So I'm saying, I want to make sure in the scenario, we know you're a gay guy going into a female room. So the women in there are not like, these guys are lying. Okay. So you're saying that if you are gay, here's what I would say. I would say if you're gay and we have that technology, then unless there's historical data to show that you're assaulting women, gay dudes are assaulting women, then yeah, go use a woman's bathroom. Ideally, I want everyone to be comfortable and happy.
Women just have to take the hit. Women have to make the sacrifices. Women have Melanie, to be
that's exactly what I'm saying, Melanie. That's everything I'm saying. This is what a lot of you guys do. And shame on you. Shame on you, Melanie, because you know what?
I'm sorry, my opinion as a woman doesn't matter on my own safety.
No, you're absolutely right. Your opinion, what I am saying on this show, and what I have said for the last 2 hours, you're right, Melanie. I'm saying your opinion as a woman doesn't matter. I don't care if you're uncomfortable. I don't care if you're unsafe. All of those things that you just said that you attributed to me, you're right. Now take that in a soundbite and run with it and do about 70,000 hits on your YouTube video and let's all be happy, because shame on you when I'm trying to have an actual nuanced fucking conversation where people's lives are impacted, whether it's at a legal level, a law level, a voting level, a safety level, and you are reducing what I am saying to like, well, you just think because I'm a woman.
You said women should get over it. So I don't know.
I said if you're uncomfortable, you should get over it. If it's the uncomfortability is not based on data when it comes to women being attacked by trans women in women's restrooms. Do you have that data?
It does happen. And you know it's happened.
People spontaneously combust too, but we don't make laws about it because it's pretty fucking rare.
At what percentage am I valid for being concerned then?
You are probably valid for being concerned right now. Because your concern, I respect. You being uncomfortable, I don't say, fuck you. I say, yeah, that sucks you're uncomfortable. That's unfortunate. Let's work on that. Let's figure out why it is you're uncomfortable, because the data doesn't back it up. So what's really bothering you? I'm with you. I don't want you to be uncomfortable. I'm not a mean guy. But I don't want... Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, why is it important? And this is a Rumble rant over on Rumble. It says, why is it important for the trans person to be in that particular restroom?
Ask a trans person. My understanding is that they are in, the best way it was ever described to me. And I'm not trans, but I recommend bringing a trans person on. Maybe you have already. I don't know.
Invites out to everybody.
Right. Mm-hmm. But it was explained to me this way: when you're talking about trans men with top surgery, which is where they have is it a mastectomy, or they have their breast? Yeah. It would be like being a man and having boobs. And imagine you and I and Travis, we're men. We're just normal men. We're men, but we have these two boobs on our back, and it's like, what is this? I don't like this. It doesn't make it doesn't feel like who you are, right? So the idea of why is it important for a trans woman to use a woman's bathroom is, in their minds, just like in Melanie's mind, they're women.
So it comes down to
why are their
my feelings.
Why are their feelings more important than the women in the bathroom? I guess
they're not,
I guarantee they feel totally different.
What I'm saying is they're not more important, but if you are passing laws to limit someone's freedom, you better have a reason other than it makes me uncomfortable.
But isn't that limiting the women's freedom who use that bathroom? Because now they have to adjust their behavior.
If you enjoyed that clip, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Would greatly appreciate that, so you can find more clips on the channel. And of course, come join us live Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Central Time for our live Side Scrollers podcast. We would love to see you there.